Okay, good morning everyone. I have been compelled to put some ideas across today, and my aim is to help others out there um, understand what we're going through, or perhaps some of these resonates with you, and yeah, I mean we can share ideas and help each other through the changes we're going through. Okay, that sounds a bit redundant, but okay, so today I would like to talk about how this experience is created, how this earthly experience that we are all enjoying is created, and in a way, the multiverse, and talk a little about those couple of ideas. So I'm gonna try to make it quick because I have my notes here, and so I don't want to make it too long. Okay, so the basic concept to realize that our beliefs create our earthly experience. Okay, so in a way, in the past, through social media and so on, through the television, there's been a more unified belief. And the old paradigm of right and left, something this, something that, which spot you're going to jump on. I don't even want to talk about that. That's so way in the past, but in the last few decades, and especially through the advances with internet and how we all live our lives in a more kind of individual, independent way, we are flourishing, developing our own experience. So it has become more evident the way that there are so many different ways to live your life, and where you put your energy into, that expands. But at the core of it all, if you have these core beliefs, they're the root, the basis for your existence. So how your existence is going to be is massively conditioned by the beliefs that you have. Okay, so if you can revise your beliefs, or you want to. I mean, you might be happy with your world, with your existence, and the world out there, and that is absolutely fine. Some people have very, very deeply rooted beliefs that have been like that forever, and they're not going to change. So they haven't seen changes in the world, maybe. But for example, in my own experience, I've gone through a period of tabula rasa, once, tabula rasa again. So, kind of break down the old beliefs and say, actually, hang on a minute, what if that is not actually like that? And what if this other way and is reality? And then you start seeing, the reality out there, or your experience respond to that new belief, or that possibility of a belief. Okay, so yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all choices, right? And now, what do you want your experience to be out of here? Do you want it to be one of learning and hardship, or you want it to be one of ease and peace? Easy peasy. So that's what I want: ease, peace, enjoyment, and relaxation, and beautiful interactions. And so that's what I'm personally working on, and I have been seeing it reflected out there. Because if you believe that you live in a wonderful, incredible, colorful world, that's what you're going to experience. And the more that you kind of feel that, it will be, that's what you're going to be seeing more of. Even in a way, the collective consciousness, which is information that is held in the field, it has been clearing, all concepts. For example, an old concept to me is the concept of karma. Okay, action reaction, yes, that is a basic classic truth, but it doesn't need to be. In a way, I mean, of course, you do things and there's a reaction to that. But what if, you know, things can be beautiful without you know, we can forgive the horrible things, they're not nice experiences, and so I don't know. It has come to me that the Akashic records are having a clear out, that we've already worked on karma, and that you know, all of those things that are there, and they're not going to disappear, but they have been put on a higher shelf, as in we're not able to connect with it so much, you know. And anyway, say, I mean, what reality really is, if different parallel existences exist, you know, and they're potentially there. There's some level of existence on those. But yeah, anyway, this is a very deep concept. I didn't really want to talk about that. These are things that come to me through my meditation and Akashic record access. Right, so let's go back to, so we just said the beliefs that you have will determine your experience here on this earthly existence. So if you can revise your beliefs. If you have some beliefs that you think, oh, this is just not a nice belief, like the government, you know, I believe the government, government. Sorry, you have to excuse my Spanish accent. That is bad. Then you're on a lose-lose situation. I believe it's awesome, and I've been seeing these sprouting areas in governance which are very humanitarian, very pro happiness and, you know, ease, and all the things that I believe in, all the things that I want to see in life and that I thrive on, and I've been determined to focus on. And finally, you know, like those other things which were in kind of a past reality kind of concept of mine, of maybe not mine, but the you know, it's on the collective, but that is being all cleared, and the Akashic records are going to go on the shelf. We might even like put a little lock on there and but yeah, so I've been seeing these incredible, beautiful things out there to do with government, you know, and I mean, you have all these alternative energy projects, lots of solar. I know people criticize electric cars, but I don't have one. But I want to get one. I'm gonna get one at some point. Well, one is gonna come to me. So yeah. And people say, oh, but that's actually been, you know, the electricity comes from somewhere and it's already or still spoiling the planet. What if it, you know, it comes from solar, and that's just pure sun energy? Isn't there something more beautiful than that? And anyway, even if it didn't, if in a way spoils the planet. I mean, realizing that the planet, you know, is a concoction of our minds. If you think the planet is healthy and is well, it is going to be. So don't worry about anything. Don't give that the energy. You know, that's just not the reality we live in. Okay, hello, come on. Anyway, yeah. So your beliefs change. Your beliefs change reality. Okay. And then reality changes. So once you are focused on a different kind of concept of things, work on grounding it. So work on it, okay? So you might feel, I think many of us are feeling the sensation of seeing these different realities at the same time, and one pops up and you think, oh, that's just not what I want to see, but it comes into your, and different things. So see it, laugh at it, don't worry about it, it's okay, that's there, but the majority of my reality is this, and I'm just going to continue to look at this, and I'm going to continue to trust and believe. Okay, they say you won't see magic until you believe in magic. If you don't believe in magic, you're not going to see it. It's like miracles. If you don't believe in miracles, no miracle is going to happen to you. And what's that other saying? Which I used to love this. Used to say this to my daughter. What were you like? What is your dream? What do you dream of? Because if you don't have a dream, you can't have a dream come true. And there's absolutely truth in this. Okay, so yeah, focus, believe, and don't worry about it. I see it. Imagine, like now we are in the changing seasons. Okay, we've finished the summer. We've come to the end of the summer. Now the autumn comes. The autumn is going to settle, but there's been a couple of weeks which have been a little bit coming and going, like the waves. It's like through the day. For example, another analogy. If you go to the beach, first thing in the morning is still. It's beautiful, sunrises. As the day of the atmosphere, the air is heating up. It heats up, it's fine. At some point around midday or like 1 or 2, you start getting these, hang on. Okay. Sorry, I thought I had the fire on my coffee there. You start to see the waves become crazy, and there's this like a turmoil in the middle of the day. Oh, it's my cat is eating. So, and as the day finishes, it kind of settles again, and the seasons are like that, and we're like that. We seasonal. We go with the seasons. We go with the earth. We go to, we have our personal seasons. We birth, growth, whatever, learning, death, reproduce, all that. The like human cycles, life cycles. So yeah, why am I saying that? I forgot now. hang on. God, I lost my thread. The Kali Yuga and the cycles we're going through cycles that are like really long cycles, but they're beautiful. We need to enjoy them for what they are and learn to ride the wave. Okay, so ride the wave of the change, see for what it is, and get excited like a surfer when there's this time of the day that comes, midday, thunderstorm, and they go, it's a day to go to the to ride the waves, to enjoy the experience of living here on earth. It's beautiful. It's an emotion. It's a rush of adrenaline. It's excitement. So anyway, so yeah, riding the waves, and as all experience is good, and you are divinely cared for. Okay, so hey, I know people have different beliefs, but I have had experiences that made me realize that I am divinely cared for, looked after. So why would I worry? You don't come here to just have the most terrible experience of ever, unless you choose that. But the minute that you choose not to, other things will change. As I was saying, will come. Sorry, it goes back to the beginning of just look after your thoughts, your beliefs. Your beliefs are the core. Your thoughts are the kind of everyday running of the program. So yeah, just be fearless, because know that everything is originally there, available to you. It's just there. It's just waiting for you to open its little door and take whatever it is that you want. Okay, so if you believe it's there, it's definitely there. Just you just have to see it. Okay. Now, because right. Sorry, I'll go into something a little bit different. So think about reality in a way, as we're so used to nowadays with the artificial, in not artificial intelligence, but I mean not artificial, but computerized technology in general, and yeah, things like platforms and the algorithms. So there's this intelligence that is artificially created, that reads your interactions, your input, and then interacts, kind of reciprocates what you have, the things that you like looking at, for example. You know what I'm talking about. Sorry. As in Instagram, Facebook, all these platforms, they interact, and sometimes you get this stuff coming to you and think, but hang on a minute, I'm not in that wavelength, but this stuff is appearing to me. And so, come back to your center and, and breathe. I do think, right, okay, the apparatus, the computer is reading this information, okay? But if you think alternatively, the reality that we already live in, that we already used to live in before computers, in a way, is intelligence, organized intelligence, and it's like a computerized program or reality. So it already has. I mean, it also has, say, the algorithms, and it responds to you. Okay, so this is why this ancient wisdom of of creating worlds that you want to live, experience, have been out there in classic books, etc. It seems to be like there's always been people who like things were so easy for them, and they achieved incredible things, like Leonardo da Vinci, or I recently read The Alchemist. It's quite an old book, and I don't even know when it was written. But it sounds old. Definitely before computers. Anyway, the story that talks. Who is he? Umberto Eco? No, I forgot now. What's his name? This sounds terrible. Paolo Coelho. Paolo Coelho. Sorry. And he's still alive. So beautiful, incredible. I think so. Incredible story, full of wisdom. I'm totally letting myself down here, and anyway, I mean, this wisdom that has been on Earth is in the field. Okay, it's we live an intelligent existence, and those who have cared or got to come out of the everyday routine and thinking the classic, oh, my life is a chore, I need to do things, I need to work to produce, in the old days there were people living like that, and people who lifted up and said, I'm going to go and live an adventure, and and then realize that as they go along, the world is providing for them, and they encounter even more and more beautiful experiences if they trust in the process and they care to take a plunge, and go and receive these experiences. I myself, at an early age, I lifted and left a moved country, and I encountered beautiful experiences, and you know, there was so much movement, the momentum of it, you know. Think about, I mean, this isn't something that I wanted to talk about, it's not on my list, but energy, you know, like keeping the momentum going is important, okay? So within your day, doing things that are energetic, like physically energetic, and also changing, doing something new every day, will take you to a point of having momentum and growth, okay? So and this is how this is how you keep things going. But yeah, going back to the algorithms, so the same as computers, we know how the algorithms work. This is just a copy of actual reality. It's the the daddy of all technologies, okay? The reality we live in. You know, it's an intelligent an intelligent existence. It is based on different commands, different repetitions, and you know, like the golden ratio is a repetition with growth. For example, this is one of the most beautiful patterns of existence. Now, I as an art teacher, I've looked into patterns, and it's so beautiful how, like, when you decode some patterns. Years ago, I worked at this museum of with William Morris' work, and he worked on patterns. I mean, these people were highly connected. The Raphaelites. I really did like them. I love Rossetti, and William Morris. I mean, it's classic and modern. You know, take a bit of that, take a bit of this. But working out the patterns and seeing how the patterns in an uneven way connect with each other, because if it's like when tiles, for example, patterns on tiles. The Arabic style is very much, you know, one tile, one tile, one tile, and yeah, the drawings complement, and they're beautiful, but they're very, very even, intricate and even. But for example, you know, if you look at the patterns of William Morris, as I was saying, the one unit that will be repeated is not square, it goes in and it goes out, you know, and so that makes it even more interesting. I don't know why I'm talking about that, but yeah, patterns. Yeah, I was saying that life and existence is made out of, you know, intelligent design, patterns of growth, and yeah, it responds responds to you. So, for example, think about this is another artistic analogy. Think about how light, when it illuminates an artwork, it looks different depending on the different light that is illuminating it, the angle. Or like you know, photographers, when they take a picture, you know, you can be look totally different. Yesterday I was here taking pictures of my friends. She said, "Oh, take pictures, take beautiful pictures, but I need to set the lights." No, 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 just do it. And then she was disappointed with the pictures. It's like, "Oh, is that me now?" Well, you took beautiful pictures in the past. Yeah, because I set the scenery, I cleared the space, I had a white space, and I put lights at the bottom, and I put a surrounding light, and you look gorgeous with the light, you know. By the way, this is a friend of mine. She wrote this book, so I was taking pictures for her for the cover of her book. Yeah, so let's go back to this. So I was in talking about art and how light is, you know, how it's illuminated by the light can change the aspect of it. So going back to to my sorry my times as a restorer, we in those, I mean, when you restore paintings, you have to use a certain light, which helps the restorer view or see the colors in a more accurate way. So it tends to be, we use white light rather than yellow light. So special lighting is important anyway, and it helps you it helps you see reality in a different way. So so we can translate this to our experience. Sorry, I've diverged a lot, so I'm going to go back to so the algorithms and the experience that you're having here on Earth. And so the importance to focus on the things that you want to see. And you do that, as I said, you know, for me, is the best experience is to have an experience which is full of joy and fun. So I, you know, I facilitate that in my daily experience, and I see so many people out there are doing it, and the people who are doing it the most, guess what, they get to do it even more because they are giving energy to it. They are allowing themselves to live and thrive in that experience they feel they deserve. Okay, so if you tell as a command to your protocol of your existence, hey me, hey you, me, I'm allowed to live a beautiful life. Go on then, go out there and experience that because you're allowed it, because it's your divine right, because that's what you're here for, because you deserve it, because you can afford it. Whether you can or you can't, you can. Okay, trust me. If you can't, I'll make it happen for you. Now, right, you are part of a grand energy, which is the field. Call it God, call it high consciousness, call it existence. You are part of it. You're energetic physicality of this this field. Okay, now I tell you what, we've come to a point where quantum science is has so much information about this, and this is how things work. It's becoming so apparent in technology and the experience of life that we're having, and that they actually now they think actually we can't even explain now matter, because if this is all it's all based in this kind of energy, magnetism, and these patterns and frequencies, and so how does matter actually exist, you know? That's what we can't understand anymore. Yeah, this is something I haven't made this up. I was reading a quantum physics study the other day, and they were talking about this. So so yeah, so going back to you know, the core of things, work on your beliefs, realize that you're worthy, that you can, and make your core belief. Okay, so to do this, you need to go in and to be what could seem selfish or just focus on yourself. If you don't see that reflecting out there, don't worry, just make sure it's happening inside. So you do the little things inside that make you feel the experience that you are welcoming. And don't worry, that experience is going to be there. It's there already. It's in the making. It's in your vibrational field. It's all about connecting with this this consciousness. Okay, the consciousness, the intelligence, the frequency of that which you want. Okay, so be it, feel it, expand it, continue, right? If whatever it is, if it's you work too much, start working, taking one evening off a week, take one day off a week. Now, I started doing this in my life a long time ago, and and the world has provided for me. Okay, so years ago, many years ago, when I was a restorer, we started taking. We were doing so many hours, and we started taking one day off, but we put the hours in the other days. But that was already, in a way, it's a little touch of luxury, because now I had, the weekend to go home and be with my family and all my cats. I didn't have a great relationship with my ex. He was like living his professional life. I was living in mine. But what days? I mean, I used to work so hard, but that little change, and little by little in my life, I've made small changes, career-wise, that have enabled this. Sometimes it has worked against me. For example, a few years ago, I took on this job which was part-time, and because of that, I was kind of badly treated, because the hours that were promised to me, they weren't provided, and you're in a kind of vulnerable position when you're a part-timer. But in the meantime, I thrived, and I think this for my boss was a kick in the balls. Like, hang on a minute, I got her with these tiny hours, earning this tiny wage, and look what she's gone and done. In my free time, I was doing incredible, beautiful things, and work-wise as well, and doing my work. And yeah, I guess, some people might not understand how you're living your life, and that really shouldn't matter to you, even if it affects your reality, your existence, your experience, because in the long run, what matters to you is you, your life, you and your family. And when those people start to see that you're actually living a good life, and they actually want to do what you're doing, this is how we change the world. We're all little by little jumping on the boat, on the wave, riding the wave. Go to the crest. From the crest, things are more fun. Go to the top of a mountain. From the top of the mountain, you can see with, full kind of context of things. All right, so I think I'm done for today. Yeah, so reading through my last notes. Be good to yourself, self-praise, expect, and know. Okay, so again, these were the last couple of things that I still had to talk about, and I have just spoken about them, like I always do. So expect it. Know it's out there. Just find it here, find the frequency of it, feel it, let it feel you. And it might not be today or tomorrow, but little by little, if you ground it in your field, in your frequency, it is connecting. It's a net that we live in. It's a net of consciousness, net of knowingness, of information. So you can connect to whatever it is you want. You have the capacity and the ability to connect to this. I know it's very they're very broad and open concepts, but I know you know what I'm talking about, because you're all experiencing this. And maybe I'm not a pioneer on this. Maybe I'm just on the tailgate saying, "Oh, hey guys, how do you manage that?" I'm kind of, in my 50s, realizing some things about my life, where I've gone right, where I've gone wrong. And like, for example, seeing the youth, like I have a 19-year-old daughter who is sleeping now, and it's really quite late, but she's not going to school, and she was out too late and she's enjoying life. I'm not going to tell her off because life is beautiful for her, and why would I spoil that for her? This is her experience and it's beautiful. So my experience is beautiful too. And too long it has been too much about work and hardship and whatever, you know. And so I'm not accepting that into my existence. And I guess what the reason why I put these videos out there is because if there are others who can understand what's happening through my experience or the way I portray things or explain things, like so many people are doing out there, then I've done something. I'm compelled to give back. I need to be giving back. I need to be sharing the wisdom, sharing the things that come to me through my experiences as like a long career of good and bad things, working and not working. I'd much rather not working. Hey, listen, don't find a job, just find something that you like. Okay, so do something you like doing and just go and do it. Okay, don't be a slave of yourself. Don't accept any less than what you enjoy doing. Anyway, so with that last comment, I'm going to wrap it up, and I hope this inspires someone and you have a beautiful, beautiful earthly experience. And do connect with me if you feel that you'd like to talk to me about something. Do comment below, and I'd love to know about your experiences. If this resonates with you, if there's something that you could share with everyone else. I'm only just starting with this platform, and believe me, it's taken me a long time to put myself out there, because of my profession, because of my family, my whatever, the people out there. I think I'm absolute bonkers, but there's a fountain of information that has come through to me, and I need to give it out. And it's not just for me, it's for you. So that's why I'm doing this. And yeah, enjoy life. Okay, be happy. Okay, thanks for coming. Bye now.